Making sure our roads and our bridges are safe and drivable, and making sure we've got local transit to get people to work. There's nothing more fundamental in the business of government than making sure the roads and the bridges don't fall apart. And they are falling apart. We've got some pictures back there. If everyone ducks down a little bit, we can see them. Look at the sinkholes. So, you know, you're going to hear a lot about taxes and a big amount of money. Yeah, it's not chump change, but $5 billion a year in relationship to $2.5 trillion. California is the 5th richest economy in the entire world. $2.5 trillion every year. So this program is $5 billion a year. $5 billion out of $2.5 trillion. You do the arithmetic. That's a very affordable sum. But whatever it is, it's not going away. So if this bill does not pass, it'll be next year, or maybe it'll be 5 years. But every year, it's getting more expensive. And I do use the example of a roof. If you don't fix it, it leaks. If it's leaking, you got to fix it. If you don't fix it, then the furniture gets wrecked, and the rug gets wrecked, and the wood. Now, I have a good example. My father lived in the governor's mansion, as did 7 governors before him. And then all of a sudden, one of the governors, name will not be mentioned, moved out after a month. And they let it go for the next 40 years. Well, guess what? It begins to fall apart. The water pipes don't work. The electric wiring is no good. The wallpaper is peeling. The plaster is peeling. It takes real money. So I went and found a few $1 million and fixed it up. But I can tell you, if you don't do anything, it goes downhill. It deteriorates. You know, we got to fix it. You know, when you get older, you deteriorate more. Did you know that? You got to go to the doctor more often. You got to fix stuff. You neglect it, you die sooner. The same thing is true of the roads. You'll crash more, and you're going to pay more. This is pay now or pay later and pay more. And pay a lot more. Because we can't get it this year. There's no, why are we going to get it next year? Or the year after? It's been 23 years. It's George Dickmajian who put a big bond measure and a 9-cent gas tax, which in today's dollars is about what we're talking about today. So this is not about a controversial item. Almost everybody in Sacramento believes it. But they all have other little moves that they like to make. And anything about a tax, you know, it's a problem. But that's the price of civilization. And of all the stuff we do in government, nothing is more agreed to than making sure our roads are safe and they're fixed. I mean, this is so fundamental. And I've seen stuff. Nobody has read more bills than I have. You know, I've signed probably 1,000 bills for the last 14 years. So I've seen it all. This is the basic. And you don't get too many road bills. I can tell you, not too many. This is pretty rare. And it's coming up. It's teed up. Could you do it differently? You can do it this way or that way. But we got the fundamentals. Help local communities build roads. Help local transit. Help the state do its projects. I mean, this is it. There's not another way to do it. We've got it. If you don't do it, maybe after 10 years, maybe you can do double or triple. Because that's what it'll be a mess. So here it is. It's sound. It's not one of these controversial kind of the left thinks this, the right thinks that, and Northern California likes this, and Southern California likes that. Everybody